Babajide Otitoju reacts after INEC announced Northwest as highest registered voters with 22.6 million. The continuous voters registration exercise finally came to an end as the Independent National Electoral Commission announced the data of the various geopolitical zones in Nigeria. Seemingly, the Northwest came out tops with 22.6 million registered voters as opposed to the 18.3 million of the Southwest and 15.2 million of the South-South. Meanwhile, during the program Journalist Hangout, a politics program aired by TVC News, Babajide Otitoju reacted to the ever-leading figures of the North when it comes to political activities. Babajide averred that things are made easier for them in the North than in the South. According to him, the political culture of the North is greater than that of the Southwest because Northerners don't joke with their radio. He said that the average Fulani man is in the forest with his radio because that is what keeps him politically aware. In the South, however, he said the orientation is very different. Babajide explained that it is easier to register in the North than in the South, he said. I've seen our people waking around 4 a.m. to beat the queue, whereas in the North, you will see only one person being attended to. If it was this difficult in the North, I don't think there's any way they would have generated those numbers. Well, the figures is there for everybody to look at and begin to prepare. The figures is showing how the votes will come 2023. I bet you this is totally disenfranchised strategy. In the South, especially Southeast, the total number of unregistered voters are 5 times of the one registered. You can't disenfranchise us and claim that you are more populated. Never. Political awareness in the North is not the only reason for the highest registered voters. The population in the Northwest is no doubt larger than any of the other geopolitical zones in the country. This is simply because of the birth rate from polygamous families. One man with 30 children is common from this region. So wonder to see that big figure from the Northwest zone. I'm not surprised. We Northerners, we don't show ourselves on social media. It is when it comes to reality, our market, Southerners. And yet you remain the poorest and most underdeveloped region in Nigeria, our market, Arewa. Even with the numbers of migrated houses and Fulani in Lagos, you see how up to that number. There's call for questioning. There's no need for questioning. They are polygamous in nature. One man, 4 wives with 20 children cannot compare with the South or Southwest, we are average of 1 man, 1 wife, maybe 2 or 3 children. So that is where they are getting their numbers. This is what we are witnessing in Nigeria for a long years, where the Northerners are favored to the detriment of the South. As for successive IDEC, since the registration exercise I have seen and heard on this part of the Southeast, who were interested, weep and lament of being at the registration location in early hours of the morning till evening without source. That is the kind of Nigeria we witness. 22.6 million, including human or animal. Yes, that is the fact. In the southwestern state, if you are not from the state, you will not be given PVC. For the first time, I totally agree with you. They made it easy for them to register, whereas down here, they demand the money and even throw away the ones they register just to disenfranchise us. What we have to understand is Northerners have woke up to vote at those that bring insecurity in the region. Don't worry, we will speak with one voice once again. Southern political class and leaders of thought will always play along foolishly, dangerously, and holistically. Give us our region and let us go. Yes, now including the bandits they imported from other countries. They have their voters card before entering Nigeria, while Igbos were not allowed to register in some part of the country. God will shock them all. Another woman importation to the country for election. Tomorrow they will start crying for insecurity. There are very few machines in the southeast. Very shameful. I don't know what's really wrong with the so-called social media platform journalist who wrote and misinterpreted Babajide Otitoju. He made some blurriness interpretation concerning what Babajide said. I watched and listened to him live on TVC News Television. There were some areas the writer got it wrong in his interpretation. Whosoever is interested to know the real fact should go to TVC News channel, a YouTube platform. Scroll down to this topic and watch what he really said. There's no ambiguity in what he said. It is very clear. This is very true. I can remember the day I registered. The whole day was spent and up to date. I have not got my PVC in spite of my weekly visit to INEC office. Maybe they registered their goats, fowls, sheep, etc. We know they make things difficult for other regions and allow free flow of it in their own region. Buhari closed western borders, he opened the northern border, which results in insecurity we are facing today. Terrorists from the neighboring Chad, Niger are coming in with guns and all types of ammunition on motorcycles without being checked. The security personnel stationed there are busy making money from them, blood money. Voters registration also include the Niger Republic through Castana. Everybody knows that during the COVID-19 palliative, the CBN governor from South told the nation that they don't need the palliative money more than any part of the country. All of us that apply for the survival fund, once your name is looking sad, nobody will give it to you. Even as that, the number of registered voters were not up to that. This is the genesis of the rigging of election. Even the underage voting in the north, this we all know. Know this also. The north is the best place to stay, even for the insecurity and religious issue that is going on there. And I better share this country into 6. It is also known for that there's a south. There in the south, a man lives with only one woman and his companion to be married or otherwise. In the north, in every 10 married men, you are likely to have 4 of them having more than just one wife, who are basically producing children in almost every year interval. So you see clearly population in the north will also be higher than what we have in the south or southwest. They know what they are doing, but it will fail this time around. I've said it before, we northerners, we don't make noise on social media. We can only deal with you on the day of election. Where people have reacted, but Babajide said he's not surprised that the Northwest has 22.6 million registered voters. What is your take on this? Kindly make your opinion known to us. Subscribe to my page. Thank you, good day, and God bless.